the true name of Yahweh. This is from the Star of David is idolatry excerpt of faith is bigger than fear. IUIC in the classroom a month ago, as you can see. They didn't get too many views. 6,000 is very small with these guys, and the reason is because anytime you do a video where you kind of go deep, people don't really want to watch it. If they, if they really think, they go into the Hebrew. That's why we used to do videos on the Hebrew. You get not too many people listening because they don't want to think. They want to be entertained. We all agree with that. All the camps agree with that. Most of the people that watch us, when you get a lot of views, let's say you get 20,000 views on a video, whatever. 19,000, 19,500 out there to be entertained. They're just entertained. They're not keeping the Sabbath. They're not keeping the high holy days, the Passover. They're not out on the highways and the byways. They're just entertained. Most of the people that listen to you, when you say, oh, look how many hits I got, they're there to be entertained. So when they see stuff like this and they got to use their brains, they don't want to do that. So anyway, let's listen to, this is the true name of the Most High. As you can see, by the way, the Yah, certain brothers been making the Yah character equal to the rest of the characters. The Yah character is about half the size of that. It's the smallest character. That's what the Lord meant by not one jot. Matthew's, 5:17, not one jot or one tittle. What did he actually say? He didn't say jot. There was no J back then. Nobody said, you never heard the word, the sound J or the letter J. When he said jot, the word there was Yah. He said, not one Yah, and no wise shall pass from the law. Like, not if the law is written, even if you take a letter out of one of the 613 plus laws, because the Lord came, brung more laws above that. But I'm talking about the laws of Moses, 613. He was talking about the law of Moses. He said, if you take a word in the law and you take out one character from the word of that law, you're breaking the law. You're taken away. So he said, not one letter, not one character of the law shall in no wise, be done away with. Let's say, right here, it says, this is in Syriac, Amoraic. It's similar to the Hebrew. That's in the scriptures too. It says Yah Ha Wah. Now, Captain Cesare did a video. He's on the Sonetta, one of the live streams, and Sonetta said he confirmed about the word, the name of the Lord Yahweh. So he said, well, it means Lord. It just means Lord, which maybe he just kind of said that's what it means. It means Lord. That's how when you go to the word Lord in the Hebrew, the word there is Yahweh. But he didn't break it down. I don't know if he knew the breakdown. I believe he does know the breakdown because they go through the Hebrew at the ISUPK, So I believe that Captain Tazarek knows that the name Yahweh breaks down into Yah Hawa, he to be, or he is. Same thing, Yah Hawa, he, Yah to be. When you say hallelujah, hallelujah, the churches say hallelujah, right? The churches, you ask, what's the name of the Lord? They'll say Jesus. I said, no, what's the name of the Lord, the Father, Yahweh? They might say Jehovah, wrong on that. No J, no V in the Hebrew. What else will they say? They'll say God, they'll say Jehovah, they'll say this, they'll say that. And then I'll tell them, look, the name of the Most High is Yahweh. So they'll say, no, that's not his name. Some of them might say it. And then I'll ask them, what does Yah mean? Obviously, you don't know what Yah means. It's a Hebrew word. It means he. I say in the churches, do they say hallelujah? Yes. What does hallelujah mean? It says, praise ye the Lord. I said, where's the Lord's name in hallelujah? They're not going to know. They may say Yah. Hallelujah means praise ye. And Yah means short for Yahweh. So some Old Testament Hebrews, they'll say Yah, which they're not really going off on because they're saying he. But the full name, you say, what's his full name? They would have to say Yahweh. That was a name that was given to Moses. So here is, you can watch this whole 6 minutes long. This proves that he knows a name, but I don't know why he pushes that Christ stuff and Jesus stuff when he knows a name, and he says that he knows a name. See, there's a lot of confusion in these churches, man.
Meaning and origin of the Star of David, the freelibrary.com. Okay, so now raise it up. See God's name right there is, they may say, some say Yahweh, some say Yahweh. See the symbol, this name right there is, they may say, some say Yahweh, some say Yahweh. See the symbol, this all around. Name right there is, they may say, some say Yahweh, some say Yahweh. See the symbol, this hexagram.
He said, some say Yahweh, some say Yahweh. I was taught Yahweh. I was taught Yahweh. That's how you pronounce it. So he knows the name of the Lord. So why is he playing games? And then they get mad because we get on them because you guys be going off. The scriptures say rebuke. You just in this video, you rebuked Sakari for the Star Rim fam, the so-called Star David, the shielded, the Morgan David. You just rebuked them, and you were right. So we can't rebuke you. For years we've been getting on this guy. Why are you saying why aren't you putting the name out there right? And they will give us some pushback. Now they're beginning to say it. When he went on Jason Whitlock's show, we went on Black to Africa, we went on these various shows. I know Jason Whitlock, he made that statement in Back to Africa, whatever the name of the video is, with the brother with the beard that was in the military that moved to Africa. He said it in both of those interviews. He said, we know something to the effect that we know that that's not his name. Jesus is not his name. And then he said his name is Yahweh and his son's name is Yahweh Shai. He said it in both of those interviews. You know, if anybody has the link, they can put it in. And see, the Most High is pressing us to press you guys. You got to get everything right. You're being a hypocrite if you're going to get on the Sakari about the Morgan David, but you got men with long hair. Now, the apostle Ariam Lab he went deep into it. You know, you get a lot of information, you're going to bring it all out. And then I got on the comment board, and certain other individuals got on the comment board and made them even go deeper. That whole long hair thing is the way of the heathen. It says, Jeremiah 10, first two verses, learn not the way of the heathen. That means any ways of the heathen. Learn not the way of the heathen. One of the ways of the heathen is for men to have long hair. That's why Paul said what he said in 1 Corinthians chapter 11. And then when you go into the scholars say, well, that goes back to the Greeks. Then the other nations around about, the warriors and the men, they glorified themselves in the long hair. When you really go deep into the history, the Greeks men that got into long hair, the young men, they were following Dionysus. I'll give you an example. Michael Jackson came out with the red and white leather jacket. Everybody in Imama was getting that leather jacket. You know, certain movies come out, certain records come out, certain songs come out. You got this singer, this top singer singing, and he's wearing a certain outfit, and then all of a sudden you see people wearing that, buying that outfit. That's why most of these entertainers, they come out with clothing line, because you know what? They're influenced by these entertainers. So Dionysus was a superhero, if you will. So they were trying to be a superhero. They're trying to be like Dionysus. Well, Dionysus is my hero. He had long hair. Let me have long hair. So that's why Paul checked these guys, because all them guys, all them young guys that came up under Paul, the Israelites of Corinth, they were uncircumcised. They were eating pork. They were committing adultery, fornication. They were going off. Women were over men. So Paul had to straighten that out. He said, first of all, women are not supposed to be on the man or over a man. A woman is supposed to be silent in the churches. Paul also said that if the woman has any questions, let them ask their husbands at home, meaning let the husband ask me, ask the head teacher. And then, well, my wife had a question concerning this. It means this, that, and the third. Then he went back and he said, okay, to my wife, this is what it means. So in the church, when they had the gathering, the woman was supposed to not say a word, not raise a hand, not ask any questions. And then he said, let the women learn in silence. And if they have any questions, ask their husband at home, meaning they were supposed to be married. I didn't want to make this long, but let me play this again. Let me bring this back.
Say Yahweh, some say Yahweh. You see the symbols, these hexagrams. You can see God's name right there. They may say, some say Yahweh, some say Yahweh. You see this.
So why wouldn't you proclaim the name of Yahweh? Why would you say, who's the King Christ? Who's the King Christ? And why doesn't any of the men subordinate to you say, why do we got to say, because I would have said something. I said, why the fuck we got to say Christ? Man, I just came out the fucking church. Why I got to say, I'm not going to say no motherfucking Christ. Motherfucking damn Christ. Anyway, with that, let me close for I break something. Shalom, on to the next one. Shalom.